Once again live. We're gonna I have a feeling Jonathan's gonna be coming in here soon. We'll see how long it takes him. There we go. Cool. Alright. Back to building my factory. My minieth of factories. That's not centered. It's fine though. Hello, the Star Wars fan, welcome in. And TCM Razors. Hello, Frozen Despacito. Hello, Wolfie, welcome in. Ads, gotta love the ads. That's not centered. There we go. Hello, Moon, B. Viger, there's a lot of you guys today. How's everybody's Thanksgiving going? I'm doing alright, Wolfie. Hey, turn the music down a tad bit here. Play saw today and made 400k with some friends. Hell yeah. Not bad, not bad. I gotta, like, hide what's on the other side of this without just fully blacking it out. Yep. Well, all the Americans, that is, are doing Thanksgiving. Let me edit this real quick. It looks kind of weird because I have it in full screen. There we go. That's better. Now you can see my bar at the bottom. How do I want to do this? There we go. Just have to leave that down for now. Oh well, I guess might as well do this since so many of y'all are here. If anybody wants to bet the channel points they have on this channel, feel free to. We'll do a dice roll for it. This is what I've been building. Big old smokestack. And now I'm gonna set up like some redstone contraptions on the inside that you can't actually get to. That way it sounds like factory sounds inside of it. I just gotta remember how to do the, like, loop. There we go. So now we gotta make this thing loop. Which I know there's a way to do it. I wanna say it's something like this. Maybe it's a button. Maybe a button will help it here. Nope. I might have to look this one up. Not sure. Maybe. Think I have it right. Like one of them, you have it like this, and then. I really suck at redstone. The one thing I'm just terrible at in this game is redstone. I'm trying to make a loop. I'm trying to make the redstone like infinitely loop. I just really suck at redstone. I might have to watch a video to figure it out. Let me try this. Oops, can't do that. Oh, I think I see. I'm learning, I think. So, I do like this, which is basically what I had before. I gotta use a redstone torch. I feel like this isn't gonna work. Yeah, this didn't work. I feel like I made line to her. It just said ain't working. It's like a more up-to-date one. I'll see if that works. When it has power, break and replace one really quick and it should work. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I've been seeing in the videos, which makes more sense. Let me do this. Okay. There we go. Cool. We got it. That kinda sounds like machinery, right? If you can even hear it through the wall. You gotta be standing really close to hear it. I'm gonna have to put it like right against the wall, and I'm gonna have them, I'll probably have them offset. So that when you walk by, it sounds like, you know, a bunch of machinery running. I'll probably have to make 2 loops to kind of offset them. I'll just have them like right against the wall. Does it sound the same with just one? Kinda. I'd say probably like 3 is about like the loudness we want. It looks so goofy. Well, now they're in sync. I think, right? They're almost in sync. This looks really weird, but it'll make sense later. Kinda in a second here. So the idea is you're walking by and you're hearing all of that, which doesn't really sound as machine-like. Kinda just sounds a little crazy. Maybe I'll spread them out a bit. Let me move some of those. Because it does sound very spammy, so I'll have them like spread out a bit. Let me do the same with these ones. I don't know, it sounds too spammy. I kind of want them to be like slower. Well, I guess the way to do that then would be, let me make a much bigger circle for this then. Do a real big circle here. Assuming this works, that is. I don't know if this is actually gonna work. I feel like it should. Yeah, there we go. It's about the same speed though. Yeah, it's not really any slower. Does this maybe slow down? Oh, it does slow down. Okay. Smart, smart. I'm learning. Oh, I broke it. Okay. Yeah, that works. That's not bad. That's a little bit slower, so it's less spammy sounding. And then We'll have like one here. There we go. I slow down even more if I just put them like all. Let me slow these ones down too. Yeah, that sounds a little bit more machine-like. Now they're not as loud. If you set all the repeaters evenly, it should sound slower or faster depending on how you want it. Yeah, that's all I just did. And then now what I can do is, I'm just gonna like line the wall here. I don't know why this is in the plays list, hold on. There we go. Then I'll just line the wall with fire, so it sounds like stuff, you know, heat cooking. It's gonna sound like just fire, but, you know, kinda gives the production sound, I feel like. Let me pause the music and we'll take a listen. I feel like that's more of an industrial kind of sound. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then it's got a little bit of a burn-in sound too. I pretty much just took like everything that makes sound. Not stuck in here. I might put like lava too. Just so you got a little bit of lava sound. I think only flowing lava makes noise. I could be wrong, but I feel like only flowing lava makes noise. Oh, hold up. Do that. Should probably be exposed. That way you can probably hear the lava. Or maybe it's flat lava. I don't remember. I mean, that's not making any noise. I think it might be flat lava. Like just a little pool of lava. That'll make noise. Yeah, because I think it's when the little embers shoot out, it like sometimes make a lava-esque noise. Alright, well that works. It looks really weird from the outside, but the idea is nobody's gonna see it. It's gonna be behind closed doors. Let me just put like black concrete in front of it. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing. I think I got about everything for the, industrial plant here. Put some signs, just say like, stay out. What's a hanging sign look like? I kinda like the hanging sign. How the fuck do you spell machine? Machinery. I'm not the greatest at spelling. There we go. Heavy machinery, keep out. Cool. Yeah, I think it's about done. I don't think that really needs anything else. It's got the pipes running into the ground. It's got the little loud-ass machine room that you can't actually get into. Then now all I have to do is copy and paste them. And see how bad the redstone is after copy and pasting it. Where do I wanna go, like, this corner? Oh, forgot I had water in it. Yeah, it's fine. I'll probably just have, some concrete, or I say concrete, some shit filling in here to connect those two. I hear machinery. I think it's running fine. Oh, nice. Copied almost everything over. The only thing that didn't is that kind of got eaten, but that's not bad. Cool. Oh yeah, let me do that coin flip. Ah, I see. Well, everybody put on tails, so I'll just put tails. Cool, there we go. Nice. Copy this stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like the tube being exposed for one of them. I actually kinda like that. Like it's corroded or, I don't know, it just didn't finish it or something. I'll just have it like go down into a river thing down here rather than spillage. Cool. We can just have... I just now realized somebody could... No, they couldn't get out of that. I mean, technically, if you went from like one side over here, this little lip here, you could, hypothetically, like, swim all the way over in swim mode. And then swim up the pipe. But that's not a big deal. Because if I do turn this into like a event, I'm gonna probably just code that like, if you touch water or cobblestone, you instantly die. That way people don't just like jump down and run off. So yeah, it kind of makes sense because like if you touch the very polluted water, you're, you know, not gonna be in good shape. So, lore accurate. Yeah, and I guess this is just a dead end, so... Some concrete. There we go. Then I'll just have this, like, flow into it. Cool. There's a couple things in here I gotta fix. Mainly just the fire and the redstone. Am I not doing this right? Why is this not working? There we go. Alright, just need the fire and then we're good. then right about here, we copy. We go ahead and paste it over here. Cool. Yeah, that works. Adds a little bit of variety. I'll probably go through and like change the smoke for each of the copies just to make the smoke look a little bit different. That gives it a very industrial-esque kind of vibe to it. Cool. I'll probably do like one more copy paste of this. Maybe. I'll come back to it. Because I think 2's good for now. I should probably work on some other builds. I could work on the mall. I might do that. It's gonna be a very compact mall, but that's okay. It's kind of like the middle ground. About there, give or take. Yeah. Actually, the middle ground's technically like here. If I go off of my little second floor thing. I think is actually right where I put this. Almost. By the way, for anybody that's watching, I'm probably not going to be live for too long. I was just bored and felt like doing this, but I got some other stuff I'm going to be doing in a bit, so. This will likely be a short Sugbensei Minecraft building stream. This might be easier if I just do it this way. Then I reflect this exact same thing on the other side. Should be about there. I guess I could probably just do it this way. Assuming the dimensions are right. Let me do it right here. Music is perfect for the build. Yeah, I just looked up like subliminal or liminal space music. There we go. Cool. There we go. Probably have like a bit of a lip around this part. Just so it's not flush against the window. Maybe a little bit wider. Yeah, it's not bad. Might be a little bit too light. Let me do. Yeah, I kind of like that better. It's a little bit more fitting. It's also easier to see. There we go. That's probably a little bit too dark. Yeah, I kind of like the lighter color. Does it even need the carpet on it? Yeah, honestly, I think it looks fine just how it is without the carpet. It's gonna be a very cramped mall. It may look big, but like when you're building stores and stuff, it really takes up a lot of space. So the walking space is probably gonna be like 3 blocks wide, maybe a couple blocks wide. It's not gonna be a lot of space to get around. But I'll make it work. It's not bad. Probably just make all the walls the same kind of color for storefront walls. I could do wool, like light gray wool. That's like wallpaper almost. Or I got an idea actually. So for how thick the stores are gonna be, probably about there. Right, enough space for stores. Hey, thank you for the follow, OG. Welcome in. Yeah, I'll probably just have it go straight to the wall, actually. It's not really enough space to put it, on like either end, so they're probably just gonna be lining the walls, and that's gonna be the only store locations. You don't have the patience for these kind of builds? Yeah, I'm very much somebody with patience. That's how I'm able to do this. I mean, y'all know that. You've seen how I deal with cheaters, and not even just cheaters. Very aggressive pirates and sea thieves. I have a lot of patience. And I like building, so. How you doing, OG? How's your Thanksgiving been? It's not bad. Then, my little plan here is I'm gonna make the walls carpet. Which probably looks really weird, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. Not carpet, wool. Yeah, it's not bad. It was fine. You've been sick, so didn't go to the family gathering. Didn't want to risk anybody getting sick. That's fair. I also didn't go to the family gathering, but that's not because I was sick. Mainly because I talked about it yesterday in my stream, but my parents are flying out to, Missouri to see my brother's kid. Or newborn, not just kid, but newborn. Um, and yeah, my siblings can't be bothered to come down and grab me, bring me back, drive 3 hours to and from to bring me back for Thanksgiving, for us to literally do nothing, so. Got a plate sent to you, so it was good? That's good. Yeah, I haven't done jack all for Thanksgiving. I will say it was really weird because I was taking out the trash today, um, and I was like walking down to the dumpster in my apartment complex, and it was just completely silent. Like I walk outside, there's hardly any cars in like the massive apartment. Like there's a lot of apartment buildings. I'm like one of like 6 or 7 big apartment buildings. Um, and uh the parking lots, there's multiple parking lots. The parking lots are always like packed to the brim with cars, and there's always people driving in and out. There's people walking to the bus stops to get to class. Not a soul in sight. Hardly any cars. Completely silent. It was like 3 in the afternoon, so it wasn't even like super early or late. It was so weird. Like, and we're right next to a big, I don't even know what it is. Let me look up what it's, let me see what this is. Uh, it's a millwork, company. So there's a big millwork company, like warehouse right next to my apartment building. And it's always loud. They got like machinery stuff. I mean, I hardly hear it unless I step outside. Um, but that they have like a train, a literal train that comes through there and like stops at their warehouse, and they always have like they're moving shit, machinery and stuff. Not a single noise, just absolutely silent. Because everybody went back home for Thanksgiving, and I was like the only person just walking around my apartment area, walking around the apartments, just nobody. I now know where you are or where you live. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that's why I didn't name the the um the company name. Yeah, basically a liminal space. Yeah, it was very weird because I'm just so used to like there always be people driving around and it being loud as shit. Not loud as shit, but like always people around and noises from the millwork warehouse next to my building. I'd say this is turning out pretty good so far. What's the vision for this build? Well, this is a mall. Um, yeah. I'm kind of just getting the base of it, and then I'm gonna start cutting out, like the storefronts. So basically just cutting out rectangles into it and sectioning it off for each store. Um, and then same thing down below. And this is what I've got so far. These are all my very subliminal houses. Our nice shit water, which I'm now realizing I need to add more water to the shit water. There shouldn't be flow. There we go. That's better. Yeah. That's what I've been working on for the past 2 days. Not too many of these have interiors. I did a few interiors. Most of them are pretty hollow. This has an interior. It's like a little medical room, sketchy ass medical room. And then I got one apartment that just has a little lit up bedroom, and the rest is just empty. And then I got my big old industrial plants over here that I was working on like 30 minutes ago. You can imagine Herobrine in there. You better watch out. Oh yeah. I'll have to add him. I need to change up the smoke because this is just copy and paste of that one. I built that one, and I just copy and pasted in, made small alterations. Alterations, not cations, alterations. Though the smoke's the exact same, so I need to change the smoke. I'll do that later. That's boring, so I'm gonna work on the mall for now. The smoke's cool, thank you. I'm quite proud of how it turned out. It's just a mix of wool, glass, and yeah, that's it. It's just glass and wool. Let's see, this is gonna be a little bit of a tricky one. Let me just do this. There we go. Now I will say, everything looks very, like, matte. Lack of shadows. And that's because I have night vision, so. It looks a tad bit different when I turn the night vision off. There we go. Yep, everything's got a little bit more shade to it when I turn the night vision off. So I guess this is the more accurate look to it all. This thing's very dark now because I've, yeah, covered everything up. I haven't actually looked at the smokestack without night vision off. Or with night vision off. Oh, this is dark as shit. Oh, I see the issue. Hold up. Let me fix this real quick. These are all my sound makers down here. This is my thing of sounds. Let me put my trapdoors back over the... Now it should illuminate down here. Yeah, there we go. Now you can actually see. Heavy machinery, keep out. Cool. I need to put, like, pufferfish in the water just for shits and giggles. But at the same time, I don't want, like, any living creatures. I want to look very empty and desolate. Alright, time to make the storefronts. Actually, not yet. I gotta put this in. Then I can make the storefronts. Nope. Let's see. I should probably, like, section them off first and then do the things. Adding vines to the side of the buildings would look cool. It would if I was going for, like, an apocalyptic look, but I want it to look very, like, Soviet brutalism. And, like, industrial. Or it's kind of the idea of, like, it's like if people did live here and, like, maintain this concrete jungle, but nobody's actually there. It's, like, just empty. That's usually what, like, liminal spaces are. It's like, it looks normal, kinda, but all the life is missing out of it. There's no people there, there's no creatures, it's just lifeless. No plants, no greenery, just industrialization and concrete. That's why everything's just gray. The only thing I've used in here that's, like, not just a bland gray color is, I guess, technically the water, but the water looks polluted, so, you know, that doesn't look very appealing. This is, like, the only thing that's got color, is this random apartment room. Everything else is just bland. Let's see. Yeah, sectioning, that's what I need to do. I got a better idea, actually, for the sectioning. Instead of doing this, I'm gonna make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm gonna break the floor for the sectioning. It probably doesn't have to be perfect, I imagine. I can probably be a tad bit messy with how section... Well, maybe, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. Moles aren't always perfectly sectioned, so whatever. I'll just do what looks about right. Yeah, that works. Then we'll go over here. Same idea. It's probably be like 3. Yeah, that works. Alright. Now we do this. It's a process. Yeah, that works. It's a little tall, but it's fine. Those are going to be bigger. They're not going to be that small. That's just placeholders. This isn't feeling very subliminal. That's just Animal Crossing, but okay, why not? Sure. Not sure how I'm gonna do the roof. I'll probably just make it flat, because I'm not the best at building roofs. Flat roofs are much easier. God, if I didn't have World Edit, this would be so much harder to build. shit, I'd probably only have like 2 buildings done. Maybe 3 if I didn't have world edit. Or I'd still be building these bottom platforms if I didn't have world edit. So handy. Yo, that reminds me of something. I remember when I was a kid, and I don't remember where I saw it. I want to say it may have been like a website, or maybe it was an ad, or I think it was an ad or something for Minecraft. This probably would have been around like 2012 maybe. Because my brother and I used to play a lot of Minecraft mobile. He would always play it on his phone, and then I would play it on our like family iPad. And I remember, I think we saw an ad for Minecraft, and they had like some really cool and intricate builds. And I remember my brother saying like, they definitely did that on Xbox. They definitely had the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, I naturally believed it. I was like, oh yeah, definitely. That's most likely how they did it. Like, there's no way they did that on mobile. It's definitely Xbox that allowed them to do that. Obviously now, as somebody that has played a lot of Minecraft, those builds were definitely done with World Edit on PC. I just think it's kind of funny that, like, we just didn't even know what that was. We just assumed it was console players. We're like, yeah, those are definitely console players that built that. Where was World Edit back in, your day? Well, when you say back in your day, what year are we talking? Because I have no idea, like, when you played Minecraft. Because I mean, maybe, now that I think about it, I don't know. When was World Edit created for Minecraft? Oh, okay, World Edit was made in 2010, so it definitely would have been around, so yeah. My brother wasn't spot on, but that definitely, the images we saw, or the video we saw, was definitely using World Edit. So, I mean, if you played Minecraft on PC at least, anywhere between 2010 to now, then technically World Edit would have been a thing inaccessible. Sure, it was significantly more rudimentary back then, but who knows. Kinda makes me curious. I need to like look up old World Edit tutorials from like 2010 to see how different it is. 2017, 2018, you used to play with a old group of friends. You built stuff, and mine always the smallest, and least coolest. Didn't know it existed. Yeah, I mean it's PC only, so if you didn't play on PC, you wouldn't have even been able to use it. But yeah, I mean it's a plugin. They have a mod version, but it's usually used as a plugin. Which you wouldn't be able to use in, like... Well, I guess if you use CurseForge, or... I don't think you can add plugins to just a normal Minecraft world. You'd have to, like, host it off your server, how I'm running this server. Did I say host your server off your server? Host the server off your PC. But if you were just doing, like, worlds... Well, I mean, I guess if you played with friends, then you would have had to have been doing multiplayer. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of just depends, like, what the server was you were playing on. If it was, like, through a server host, then, I mean, unless it was modded, they definitely could have used plugins. Thus, World Edit is one of those plugins they could have used. Yeah, it kind of just depends, like, how y'all were playing. I think I got all of them. Did I get all the... I did get all the things down here. Yep, cool. Time to blow some holes into the entrances. You know something I need to do? I don't know if it's even possible, because I doubt they have, like, a PC port for the game. So I may have to get, like, an emulator, or, like, I don't know, an Elgato or something. Um, I need to, like, play really old and obscure video games, and, like, I don't know, just make videos of it or something. Because I know a couple, like, pretty obscure games that I played on the original Xbox. Back when I was a kid. One of them, and it's such a fucking stupid game. Mainly just because of the name of it. It's an old Star Wars game, and it's called, Star Wars Episode 6 Revenge of the Sith, which is straight up just the name of the movie. And it's basically like a Street Fighter Star Wars game from, like, the early 2000s. Horrible game. But I feel like it would be really funny to just, like, go back and play that and make a video out of it or something. It's like one of the most obscure games, let alone Star Wars games. So whether I could even, like, play it would depend on, like, how hard it would be to emulate it, or, I don't know, find a way to play it, but that would be a fun one. Well, I don't know how fun it would be, it might be torture, but... I always remember too, like, I don't think, like, half the characters just they weren't lore accurate. Like, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I think some of the characters would just do things they're not supposed to be able to do. Like, I think they gave lightning to, like, a character that just doesn't use lightning. I think there were some other things too. Yeah, oh no, I remember. They gave, like, the wrong lightsaber color to, like, some of the Jedi. Like, I think it was like Qui-Gon Jinn or something, just had like a purple lightsaber. It was something. How'd they not get sued unless it was an official Star Wars game? I think it was made by Lucasfilm. Let me check. Star Wars Episode 3, not 6. Did I say 6? 3. Revenge of the Sith game. Let's see. It was on PlayStation 2. It was made 2005, literally 2 years after I was born. 97% like this game. Why has it got such good ratings? Looks like people have made, like, videos on it. Is there like, does it say who it's by? Oh yeah, yeah. On the logo, it's got Lucasfilm, and oh, I don't know what that is next to it. There's no way this is Ubisoft. Is that actually a Ubisoft game? I think this is the original. It says Lucasfilm and then like Collective, I think is what that says. There's no way this is a Ubisoft game though. Yeah, no, it's definitely this like, it's Lucasfilm and I think that's it, Prima or something. No, that's, never mind, it's whatever this Collective is. That must just be some development studio. So yeah, it is like an official Lucasfilm video game. Though it's probably one of their worst. And most obscure. But we have it somewhere. Back home, that is. Not gonna lie, I feel like this is turning out pretty good. Wonder what looks like tiles almost there. Need stone-esque. I guess bricks, but I'm already using bricks. That's too intricate. So maybe iron is probably the only thing that would look semi-decent. Yeah, it's probably the best I'm gonna get for having like, you know, like the gates they pull down and stuff. Looks good, man. You can't wait to see it finished. Thank you. It's getting there. It's still in its early-esque stages. A lot of this stuff probably won't have interior. Not that I can't do interior, it's just kind of time consuming, so if I do interior design, I'm gonna go back and do it. But a lot of these will probably be like blocked off. I think I may have missed... Yeah, I forgot to put one here. Kinda wanna do like a glass roof, kinda like I have this, like a long glass roof on the top. I guess I could just do a flat roof and then have the glass thing on it. That might not look bad. Also need to have escalators somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm gonna have the stairs. Probably not gonna do escalators. I don't know how to make an escalator in this game. It's gonna be stairs. It'd be a sick map to do the hide and seek thing if you do fully decorate it. Yeah, I mean, even like without it having a lot of interior design, it would still work as like a hide and seek map. Just cause like, I mean, just this area alone is a lot of area, or places to go. I mean, yeah, there's not like too many buildings you can go inside of, but there's a lot of places you could potentially hide. Though I am now realizing a lot of this is, you know, kind of just hollow. Those are all empty. Yeah, stuff is stuff's very empty. I mean, I say that I probably won't do interior, but to be honest, I mean, I'm not gonna do interior for every building, but I probably will end up doing a good amount of interior, because, I mean, to put into perspective how much I've gotten done in such a short time, I started building this yesterday. I mean, I streamed like 2.5 hours. Actually, I can check how much time I spent here. Let's see, it should be under stats, I want to say. Here we go. I've spent, where's playtime? Am I blind? Time with world open? I think it's just here then, time with world open. 0.68 days. Well, that's less than 24 hours. That's almost half, so that's probably around like 13 or 14 hours. Which is a lot. I'm now realizing. That's a lot of time. But, I've been bored. Yeah, I started working on this yesterday, so in the span of like 2 days, I've gotten all this done. Yeah, so I can see a lot more progress probably being done. What am I saying? I will probably end up doing a lot of interior design once I finish a lot of the buildings, because, I mean, if this is how much I can do in 2 days, I mean, I'll probably be working on this for a good bit, till I get bored, so. Yeah, there's probably a couple, like, game modes we could do on here. We could do, like, hide and seek, we could do, like, some sort of, just, like, PvP-esque one, or, I don't know, shit, even, like, a Battle Royale. Battle Royale might be a little bit tricky, because, I'm not skilled enough to do, like... Well, actually, no, that's not true. I can do somewhat randomized loot. I believe I've done randomized loot before. Yeah, I could do that. I'm lying. I guess the difficult part is, like, resetting the map, but... No, not even that. I could still code that. I could code, as long as I kill everybody and just have their items removed, like, by the time the match is done. And then we clear all entities. I can code that, like, when you click on a chest, there's a % chance you'll get, whatever. And then when you click on the chest, it'll respawn after X amount of time, so... Yeah, I could pretty much code a Battle Royale, or just like a Hunger Games kind of style. That wouldn't be too hard. Commend you for your incredible patience. Yeah, I mean, I like building. I know a good bit of coding, so I can... I've been doing this for like 5 years. I first started like hosting Minecraft servers when I was like 16, during COVID. And then I've just like, it's something I always do. You can always expect some point of every year I'm probably hosting a Minecraft server. It's ranged from like, mob grinders, that's what I started out with, basically kind of like RPGs. to like SMPs, to role-playing servers, to now event servers is what I've been doing of recent. I did a couple event servers in the past, but that's kind of what we're solely focused on because we tried hosting some like roleplay servers that ended poorly. And then we also hosted like SMPs before and they just kind of die really quickly, so yeah. Event servers kind of are the best. Because people aren't getting super attached to shit and then upset when they lose it. Because that tends to be a common issue. There we go. Is that right? Cool. Now we do the other side. Cool. I might do like, where's the main entrance? There it is. I might have it kind of like split off towards the main entrance here a little bit. And then we'll do, yeah, it's fine. I gotta keep it like kind of centered, so that works. No glass time. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. Oh, redo. There we go. It's good in there. It's gonna be a minute. I almost feel like it needs to be wider, but I don't know. No, it's fine. Oh, shit. I made it that. Let's do that. There we go. John just chilling, an hour later. Or an hour later after you left, that nice. Yeah. I am building still. Well, I've built a mall since you've been gone. The outside I'd already done, but the inside is what I've been working on. That's our first floor. I still need to put stairs in, but that's our second floor. Got everything sectioned off for the little stores and working on the glass roof. Looks nice for now. Thank you. Very stony. Yeah, it's my subliminal city. Everything's Soviet industrialization kind of style. Very bland, dull, liminal. There's my factories I was working on earlier. Bro might be Stone Man. Factory's very nice, thank you. I kind of like took inspiration from Satisfactory for the design of it. That's not glass. Alright. This thing's gonna be very dark, but that's okay. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it looks kind of weird from up top. Because, you know, it's just flat and then a nice little thing of glass on top. But that's okay. Might be selling stone in the store? They could be, they could be. Though I don't think they really have any people to operate it. There we go. I don't think I need the sign. It's pretty self-explanatory that this is a mall. I wonder what everything looks like with shaders now. Cool, cool. It looks a little bit better. You know, it kind of looks different. I'm used to just flying around. I need to look at it from the ground, see how everything looks. I will say shaders does make it look a lot better. That's pretty cool. Maybe some low light for the eerie atmosphere. Maybe. The problem is there aren't like really any good light sources that kind of match the vibe I'm going for. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the light yet. Redstone torch lever of light. Yeah, I want to do like that level of light. There just aren't like any good looking. Like I want something that looks like a light bulb, or just like a very modern looking light, and they don't really have that. And just vanilla Minecraft. And I can't get mods because I'm using plugins, so. My dirty water doesn't look as dirty. Factory looks cool though with shaders. factory's low-key insane. Thank you. I need to change the smoke, because these are just copy and paste. I built one, I just copy and pasted the other one, and altered it a little bit. I need to change the smoke for these so they don't all look the same, but I'm gonna do that later. That's a lot of work. Might need mods for that, yeah. I'll probably just find an alternative. I was thinking about putting like holes in the walls, and I'll just show you what I mean when I say holes in the walls. Because a lot of this stuff is like, all this stuff is hollow anyways. I was thinking about maybe doing something like this, where there's just like little light holes for light. I just don't know what, like, maybe the sea lantern might look the best. That looks better. It's not as colorful. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Use the stair to let the light through. Yeah, I might do that too. Like, I think slabs, I want to say. Slabs and stairs, or even trapdoors will let light through. So that might be a way to do it. Or I think I can use, like, world edit to light glitch if I want to put light around, but for the most part I might just leave it kind of dark. Though it is very dark at night. I kind of like it though, because like there are lights from inside the buildings, and once I do more interiors, there'll be more lights inside the buildings. Oh, I kind of like it because it's like when it's nighttime, it's just pitch black, unless you go to like the areas that have light, and it helps them like stand out too, because you're like everything's dark, and then you just go to the like the buildings that have light. Can you have a command to give you certain light to apply to an area when you want? Yeah, I believe it's a world edit thing. I can like make light areas. They just kind of look weird. So I might do that. I'll probably worry about that later though. And this thing is very dark. Wonder how the factory looks at night with shaders. Looks about the same. Bro, building Walmart-sized parking lot in Minecraft? I am building a parking lot. I mean, I haven't built it, but I have an area for a parking lot. Don't mean to do that. Let me show you my parking lot. There's nothing in it yet, but this is gonna be the parking lot. It's this platform. Parking lot. Right next to the mall. Then this part's gonna be more buildings. I'll be right back. I need to go clean up some dishes that I got on my desk. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Thank you, Polaris Fox. I have no idea when it's gonna be finished. This could be something that just, like, I keep building on. And then eventually it's just gonna be horizons of bland buildings. Who knows? Kinda just depends what I feel like doing. The music, makes you think of Fallout. I don't know if this is from Fallout. Could be, though. Who knows? Let's see. I need to find... This playlist is almost done, so... Oh, what's this one? Why not? This works. I'm hearing a lot of repeat songs, but that's fine. Whatever it is, it'll be cool. Hide and seek here will be really dope. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to work on some more interiors before we do the hide and seek. Yeah. Did I? Yeah, no, this one's, solid. I didn't hollow out that one. Think like, infected type of game mode with the community would be fun? Maybe. The only problem we had with the infected was, like, the team changes. Coding it was a pain. But I could do, like, what was the idea I was talking about earlier? Oh yeah, I could do like a Hunger Games style, event on this. I could do like Hunger Games where it's like free for all, or I could do like hide and seek. As for like infected, that'll be a little bit more difficult, so. Yeah. Hide and seek would be nice, yeah. The way we'd probably have to do the hide and seek is we'd have, depending on how many people there are, because having like changing teams is just a pain in the ass to code, so. We would have like, we'd select probably like 2 or 3 people to be the hunters and then everybody else is hiding. And if you get found, they gotta kill them. I'll probably give like the hunters bows with like infinite damage or something. I guess an issue would be is if they kill each other. I guess I just now thought of that. How do I stop them from killing fellow hunters? I don't know if I can actually. Yeah, that'll be a little bit of a predicament, but aside from that, the plan is to give them like a stick or like a bow that has like a shit ton of damage and can just one-shot people, and then they go and find them. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, if it is, if people kill each other. We'll just have to tell them like, hey, if you're a hunter, don't kill each other. Well, I guess I can turn friendly fire off, so as long as it's not a bow and it's just like a stick, then yeah, I guess that would work. Because we'll use teams, we'll just manually move people around from the teams. And I can probably set it so it at least removes people from a team when they die. And then we can just manually add people to them. Yeah, I think that'll work out. So yeah, they'll probably just have like a stick. And then they gotta hunt them down and smack them. Maybe we'll give like, well, I can't really. Giving team specific effects is a pain in the ass. So I can't really give them slowness, but maybe we'll give like the hunters something they can throw that'll slow down people. Like an egg, and then when they get hit by the egg, it gives the target slowness. The hunter probably will be. I mean, they don't really need to be invincible. I mean, technically, the Seekers could, like, try and kill a hunter if they just all beat him up. Except the hunter will be able just to, like, one-tap anybody, so unless you just are terrible at even hitting somebody once with a stick, then yeah, they may get killed to just people punching them. But, which would be kind of funny if that happened. Honestly, if a hunter got beat to death when he has a stick that can one-tap anybody, then honestly, that's on him. Yeah, you just gotta accept the defeat at that point. I wouldn't even, like, consider that disqualification or anything. I'd be like, you know what, fair enough, hunter loses. Let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, exactly. You know, it kind of makes me want to just code right now. I'm kind of tempted to. I have a lot of the code from, like, past events I've done, so it wouldn't be that hard to code. Like the, hide and seek. Like, I can make it so, like, every X amount of time, everyone gets lit up with glowing. So, like, if they're struggling too hard to find people, every, like, probably, like, 10 or 20 seconds, probably, like, 20 or 30 seconds, everybody would light up for, like, a second or two. I have a lot of leftover code from past events, so I could probably, shit, I could have it ready to go, like, right now. Do a little bit of tweaking. I don't know how you can code. Last time you did it was for some industrial project and you hated it. So, it's not like normal coding. It's a very simplistic version of Java. Uh, so simple code is what it is, because it's like, it's a Minecraft coding plugin. It's script. And it's very, very simple version of code. Like, it's basically like on right click, um, apply effect to victim. It depends what you're doing. Like, you could do like on right click on chest, uh, 50% chance, and then semicolon, give player blank, you know, like give player this item, give player this item at X amount of percent. Like, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a simple version of Java. Did some hard Python, and other electrical and machine coding. Yeah, that's most likely nowhere close to, or I should say, script is nowhere close to that. Script is like probably the simplest version of code you can get, or coding you can get. I'm not sure what I want to build now. I have a lot of interior to work on, but I don't know if I want to do interior design right now. I might as well, honestly. Why not a museum of some sort? Well that's another big structure that I don't feel like building right now. Museums take a lot of work. And I just built them all, so. What do I want the floor to be? Probably should have done 200. It's not a very safe interval to do things at. God, this thing's massive. Uh, hmm. Guess I haven't used N inside much. Maybe I'll do like diorite floors. Cause why not? God, that's ugly as fuck. But I'm gonna go with it anyways. Screw it. This house is massive. What even is this? It's kinda, I don't know, it's like an apartment-esque, kinda. I'll cook. Is the cooking going to turn out well? Who knows, but I'll cook with something. Bro might be building a hospital. It kinda looks like it. Yeah, it should be tall enough. Oh, whoops. Let's maybe not do that. Hmm. I want to have like an outline. I think smooth stone probably match the best. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That's not bad. Alright, then we go with this. All good. I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but all good. What do I want to have in this entrance? So might as well just even it out. There we go. That's very large and soulless. Maybe make a mailbox of some sort. Well the problem is, to make a mailbox in Minecraft, it looks like this. This is what a mailbox looks like. Mailbox! Doesn't really match. Unless I did... Actually, I think I know how I can make kind of a mailbox. Let's do an insight. I know how to make a potential mailbox. Kinda works, just needs to be a different color, I think. What do I wanna do? I guess just normal stone would probably work. Even if it doesn't look like a mailbox to people, that's fine. Sure they'll get the idea eventually. How do I want to do this? I guess this works actually. So we have this useless thing over here. Our back room area we're not using. But a good old redstone torch. Actually, I could just put it under the floor. Kinda makes it easier. Can I put doors on top of this? I guess I do need this then. We gotta change doors. There we go. That doesn't work. What? Bruh. Oh, I'm stupid, that's why. Maybe? Nope. It has to be on that wall, no? Am I doing something wrong here? I think I'm doing something wrong here. Let me try this. Do levers instead. There we go, now we're cooking. Now we're in the kitchen. We're cooking crack. I figured it out. Yeah, I gotta... maybe bricks. Probably be better. You know, maybe it's just abstract art. I don't know what the fuck I've just made here. I was trying to make like a little mail kind of cubby thing. Didn't really work out though, so we'll just turn it into a cabinet of some sort. Of a random sea pickle just chilling up there, so why not? Birch wood for the mailbox. Uh, hmm. I don't know if it would match though, cause like everything here is kind of, you know, any wood just stands out way too much. It's like if I do a mailbox, for it to match, it needs to be like metal or like iron. Which I don't know how I make iron look like a mailbox. Yeah, it's a stone world. You like that lantern? Yeah, I did this a little bit in one of the buildings. It kind of works for interiors, it just doesn't look right outside. It works inside. I kind of vibe with this. It's not too bad. Still a little bit empty, but... Let me see what, like, really simplistic paintings I can put on the wall here. That one looks pretty lifeless. And gray. That's the same thing. That's not bad. I don't know if I like the paintings. I like it looking a little bit more dull. Because not all the architecture is like supposed to make sense too. It's kind of the philosophy of mass industrialization to the point of just like for the sake of industrialization. So a lot of times the structures aren't supposed to make sense. They're kind of just like there. Just concrete pieces of shit. With really no rhyme or reason, just for the sake of industrial. Not sure what I'm gonna do for the second floor, but... Cool. Wow, that does not light up much at all. I see. These things suck. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind them being ass for lighting, I just didn't realize how ass they were for lighting. So I'm really gonna need a lot of these things. Why is this building so ungodly tall? And I'm now realizing, like, every building I made is gonna be really tall, so... I may have to be selective with how much of it I use. Like, I think this will be the top floor. I'm not gonna go higher than this. There's already, like, way too much space I don't feel like using. And I got a lot of these buildings. Like, yeah, there are windows, but, like, we already kind of know the windows are fake, so when you go inside, it's not really supposed to make sense. It's kind of part of the liminal space idea. If you walk into a building, it just does not look like the exterior. It just looks completely disjointed. That's part of what I'm going for. So I might make this just like super cramped or something. Put some walls up. This will probably be like the single bedroom in here. The only bedroom, I say single bedroom. There we go. I'll have this be, I don't know what's gonna be over there. Cool, cool. There we go. Hello, Master Who. Welcome in. How was your Thanksgiving? You're on mute because you're at the dinner. Have to keep up the streak. Fair enough. No worries. That light looks like the back of your toilet after some Taco Bell. I don't know how to feel about that. Well, that's actually the bronze pineapple. The golden pineapple's, well, golden. I feel like this needs to be up one, just for continuity reasons. Isn't Taco Bell like trash? I don't eat much fast food, so I don't really know, to be honest. I've had Taco Bell once and I didn't really like it, so... But, I mean, let's be honest, what American fast food is not trash? That's why you don't eat anymore. Fair enough. Hey, nice watch streak. Well, it's lower because I don't stream on this channel that much. That's why. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Polar. You don't have much of that here. You got Burger King, KFC, and McDonald's. You think about that? Or think that's it? Yeah, I never eat fast food. I just buy everything from the grocery store and make my food. Also, fast food's like pretty pricey, so it's not really even worth bothering with. Do this. Never mind, that didn't work. Let me maybe do... I guess birch wouldn't look too bad. I'm gonna make a bath in here, and it's gonna be the most disgusting bath you've ever seen. And yes, you walk through the bathroom to get to your bedroom, because this house makes sense. Doesn't that look so pleasant? Such a nice looking bath. Alright, I'm probably gonna be ending my stream pretty soon here. Let's see. I have been on Minecraft a lot today, and I've done a lot of building, so I'll probably wrap it up pretty soon here, and we'll likely raid somebody. Yep, that's all the decorations they need in their room. That should be plenty. You know, just cause for shits and giggles. Let's put a saw in their room. Why not? Just a random saw chilling. It's pretty normal, you know? That's a normal bedroom. Kinda makes me want to put that in the hospital room, you know? Fuck it, let me throw that in the hospital. God, it's so dark in here. This shit is hella dark. Keep your saw next to your bed? Naturally, naturally. But I feel like it makes more sense to be in the hospital. Just to have a saw, you know, chilling there. Tiny little roadside hospital. We now got some nice, you know, interior to one of the buildings. It's a very dark interior, but it is interior, nevertheless. Cool. Yeah, I'd say I did a good amount today. We got all the interior. I mean, it's not done, but we did all this interior to the, or for the mall today. Got the roof, all the rooms sectioned off, got the floors built. I don't think I made any... I mean, I did build like this today, just not on stream, some of these buildings. It was mainly those ones. I built that one yesterday, I think. And then the factories, the other stuff we worked on today. Yep, not too bad. Big ol' Factorio. Eventually I'll connect the factory with the city. I'll probably build a platform between and eventually make my way over there with the builds. Alright. Oh, time to find somebody to raid. Don't know why that's not loading in. There it goes. Time to see who's live. How long do I go today? 2.5 hours, not bad.
He's back! No!
Why not? Let's raid Agent Aaron. Actually, let's raid Forsaken. They got less viewers. Alright, yep, I'll take it easy. Thank you, OG. Can't wait to see it when it's done. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and take care. Yeah, likewise. Hope y'all have a good one. Here's our only raid message. I mean, I was gonna put the Discord link. Y'all are probably in the Discord, but if for some reason you're not, there's the link. Yeah. If you haven't seen my newest John Anti-G video, give it a look. I put it out a day or two ago. Yeah. I don't think I have, like... I made a short today, so that'll be coming out of my shit eventually. I don't think I have much else news-wise. Here's the link to the newest YouTube video. Make sure to copy that raid message. We're gonna spam it in chat. There it is. And yeah. I appreciate y'all for watching. I like building in Minecraft, so every once in a while, since I'm in my building mood and phase, you'll probably see me streaming on here. Yeah. Yeah. See you later, everybody. Actually, we have 10 minutes, but in 10 minutes, I'll say bye. I can't think of anything else. See ya.